Hello, Aquariuses. Happy Friday. I'm doing this reading on a Friday right before the new moon. Welcome to the channel. If you are new here, make sure you subscribe. We are going to be looking at what is leaving in January and what's coming towards you in February 2023. Just a disclaimer, these readings may not resonate for every single person that watches them. They're not supposed to. You can either go and look at your rising sign, or you are more than welcome to get a private reading or consultation with me. The link to my website is below in the video description box. And there's a coupon code scrolling across the screen there for your readings that you can put in at checkout. And then also, my rituals are 45% off all of them. Okay, so you guys can ask me about that. All right, so we're gonna invoke Saint Michael. Thank you, his protection, his clarity, and spirit guides for the Aquarius, sun, moon, and rising. We're gonna first look at what is going on. We have a new moon tomorrow, actually, a dark moon. Okay. All right, spirit guides. What messages do you have for the Aquarius, sun, moon, and rising about what is leaving them, what they may be releasing, what they may be walking away from, January of 2023. Okay, so 3 cards flipped over. The Hierophant in the inverted position, the Queen of Pentacles upright, 7 of Cups upright comes up. So far, I'm gonna throw out maybe 3 or 4 more cards here. First of all, a lot of you guys have been dealing with a bad guru, false prophet. So I got the Hierophant inverted. We got 4 major arcanas. The Hierophant is inverted. The Queen of Pentacles is upright. The 7 of Cups is upright. The Sun card is upright. The Magician is upright. The Devil is upright. And the Page of Cups is in the upright position. So first of all, whoever this bad guru is, I believe that y'all already done walked away from that person. So I was thinking that since it's the end of the month, almost, that a lot of you guys have already broken free of a false prophet. And the way I see a false prophet is somebody that may take religion or spirituality and twist it and give false information to others, false information in a sense, to where, you know, for example, your psychic reader is very important. Your psychic reader has to tell you the truth of what they see. Because if they give you a fluff reading, okay, fluff, we don't like those readings. We like to come at you straight. Don't tell me that's going to work out if it's not. I want to know the truth. If I'm getting a reading, I would want to know the truth. Okay, that way I'm not being blindsided. So I feel like this person would tell you, oh, this is going to happen and that's going to happen, but then it don't happen. Okay, or it could be somebody that's saying, oh, I got a message from Spirit or a message from Jesus or a message from the angels, and it's not a real message. They didn't really get that message. They're just telling you fluff. And that is what is indicated in this 7 of Cups. So this may have already happened or is about to happen. Now the Sun card comes up, which means that good things are going to manifest out of this. But then the Magician comes up, which is a good card. The Devil in this case is actually a good card because it means breaking free of that. Freeing yourself of that. Freeing yourself of that bondage, okay? Especially with the Page of Cups. Now, I don't know why I'm sensing those marine spirits that they demonize. I was actually thinking about this since last night. Yemi Ya would be considered a marine spirit, technically. Oshun would be considered a marine spirit. Oya would be considered a marine spirit. And those spirits are highly demonized by the church. So a lot of you guys are probably going to be leaving your churches or already have. I believe that when the church, okay, the devil is sort of used to being demonized, but spirits like Yemiya, who is my absolute favorite, when they began to demonize other spirits associated with water, Hecate, Diana, Isis, you know, when they got to demonizing those spirits, in particular the marine spirits, water spirits, that's a problem because those spirits are very important and they bring in a lot of good things. And so it was almost like they just everything was bad, including things that are good, things that make you feel good. Even healing was bad. You heal yourself, that's bad, huh? Oh, so and so got their healing powers from the devil. This is one of the reasons why I'm sorry. It's and people can get mad at me if they want. You know, it's don't get mad. The thing of it is that it depends on who's sending the message. But you know, I think that when a pastor or a preacher of a Christian or a Baptist or a Catholic church is obsessed with other deities, then something ain't right with that. Why are they so enamored? It's supposed to be about Jesus. Ain't it supposed to be about Jesus? And see, after the Page of Cups, the Four Wands came up in the upright position. So you can tell that it's, you know, in fact, it's probably going to be some stuff that's going to go down because, you know, I think that it's a good thing when people accept Jesus Christ, but I also think that it's a bad thing when you have that's considered to be a bad guru. That's considered to be a bad guru. You know, you're demonizing every other god, and it kind of points to false leader, false teacher, false. Okay. All right. Let's move on to what's coming towards you, Aquarius, in February. Marine spirits are not evil. That's just like saying Yemi Ya is evil, and we know that she's not. Okay. Definitely not. That's just like saying Earth is evil. That you might as well just say that Gaia, Mother Earth, is evil and bad. Dry up the whole earth, huh? And then it won't be evil no more, huh? All right. Spirit guides, what do you see coming towards Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising in February of 2023? You have a full moon on February the 4th or the 5th. Page of Swords upright, 10 of Pentacles inverted, Page of Pentacles inverted, the Moon card inverted, and the Ace of Wands upright. So a lot of you guys are going to be going through, and you have a spirit guide that's definitely above your head. This is a positive spirit guide. This is a guardian angel that is getting you out of the mode of fear that has been taught to you by family. fear and, loathing and, deep superstition that constantly holds you back. I see a lot of you Aquarius is coming up out of that. And it's not gonna, like, people act like tradition is definitely getting ready to get broken in February for a lot of Aquariuses. People act like breaking traditions is a bad thing. Some traditions need to be broken because when you break a tradition, you're breaking a generational curse. You're breaking a generational curse. Now, some of you Aquariuses, this might make you very sick because it's got something to do with health. So a lot of information is going to be getting bestowed upon you guys in the month of February having to do with health, which has been a huge generational curse for a lot of you guys. Now, what comes after this Ace of Wands? Three of Wands inverted, Four of Cups. You guys are having a really hard time accepting it. Why are you guys denying this change that is going to help you become stronger? Yeah, I say that for the Aquariuses, that for the Aquariuses that are very resistant to breaking those generational curses, you guys are going to have a rough month in February, very rough. Y'all not, I mean, literally, and see this Ace of Wands, you know what this, how that manifests is seeing 9/11 or 10/11 or seeing variations of wands, or what spirit is telling me is, being woke up during the witching hour at about 1 a.m. or waking up and going outside and seeing the sunrise. And you've been kind of taught that that's a bad thing, but it's not a bad thing. Four of Cups, it means that you guys are going through some emotional changes behind this. It's going to be very difficult to adjust to that. I definitely do see an unsavory character here. This Page of Pentacles, whoever this is, inverted. And then you have Major Arcana, the Moon in the inverted position. This may be a grandmother or a great-grandmother energy that is not good. Not in the spirit realm either. This is somebody that's physically here. Ooh, this is bad traditions such as, it's obvious when somebody is carrying on a bad tradition of, let's bring one that's very common, high blood pressure, hypertension. You're going to have to go down there and get them blood pressure pills, and it won't be nothing wrong with your blood pressure, but then all of a sudden everybody in the family just starts, God, 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 God. And yeah, then your blood pressure gonna go up if you're dealing with a stressful situation, if you don't know how to work out your problems. If all you know how to do is argue and be scared. This is a higher spirit guide too. A lot of you guys are you probably done already went outside and looked at the night sky and saw a bunch of stars. That was the start of it. That whenever you go out and the stars is twinkling and you see them, that's your spirit guide speaking to you whenever you notice that. But see, the problem is that you have been taught not to look up at the sky. Now, I will tell you that I truly believe that a lot of this crapola came from aliens, okay? Aliens that hate us, okay? So I do believe that that has something to do with it. We're not going to get too far off into that, but you also have ancestors that are up there that originate in the sky, and they are watching out for you. And they always come in right when you need them. So y'all gonna get, that's a hard thing to break. It is. And also another thing, Spirit is saying that herbs, where am I seeing that at? Maybe I haven't threw the card yet. Yeah, temperance. Temperance in the upright position, what she is saying to me is herbs. The use of herbs. One that comes to mind would be lobelia. Another one would be hops. Um, I mean, if honestly, all of a sudden everybody in the household just starts screaming at each other. You take some hop flowers and some lobelia, or either smoke them out. Those are bad spirits. Those are sick spirits. Those are destructive spirits. And so if you boil or burn those herbs, everybody in the house just starts calming down. Because people just be in a panic. All of a sudden, everybody in the household in a panic. So the tradition that I feel is being broken is lack of education when it comes to what you can do to heal your family. So temperance just says to me, you got two angels here. Temperance just says to me, why is there like a, what is that? Oh, that's my arm. Temperance, you see there's two angels there, and they're both very, very helpful. So temperance just says to me herbs. You see that sunflower? But, not just sunflowers, okay, but sunflowers too, And so, in particular, calendula and things of that nature, you know what I'm saying? And so a lot of you guys are going to be, you got a spirit guide that whether or not you like it or not, they're going to lead you towards the herbs, and that's actually going to be a good thing for you because it's going to help to, I don't want to say expand the heart, but heal the heart. Eight of Wands inverted, followed by the Strength card, is saying to me, is telling the story of automatically assuming something is negative and then focusing totally on the negative. And this is something that a lot of, specifically for the Aquariuses, that's crazy because I had to take a little trip away from home. I was, and I took a lift, and my driver was an Aquarius, and we were talking about. He was saying that he's an Aquarius, and he said, there's a lot of people that come to me and they say that my sign is toxic, and I didn't feel any toxic energy coming from him, but it can be assumed that because like I said, any air sign is going to have to master grounding themselves instead of, the problem is going into the negative automatically, into pessimism automatically. And see, I have to do that too, which, it's become second nature to me to do that because I have a moon in Virgo, and, Virgo is a Mercurian. And so Virgos do have a tendency to go towards negativity unless they train themselves to do otherwise. You may want to look up the negative traits of your zodiac sign, and that's what you're going to find. Okay, so good. So wisdom and spiritual growth, as well as wisdom on how. Now, here's the one thing about it is that everybody in your family is not going to accept the wisdom and the knowledge of what you know. And you may try to tell them and they don't want to listen. What are you going to do about that? If people don't listen to you, go and talk to people that do listen to you. Now, if it's your child, then that's different. If your kid won't listen to you, you know, then you'd have to take on a different approach to that. Um, you know, rather than forcing them to listen, just kind of show them something. You know what I'm saying? And maybe leading by example on that. But something tells me that these are siblings and cousins and stuff like that. It, you may find some kind of antidote to a problem, and they're like, no, 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 I don't believe in that. And then also, Spirit is telling me to tell y'all to stay away from the cholesterol medication. Please don't ding me. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. I'm not even gonna go there. I was looking at a story about Rue McClanahan though, and how she died, and people just did not accept her death. Uh, I like Rue McClanahan, but she actually died. I believe that she died because of that warfare, and I believe that killed her because the way how she died was she had a stroke and that warfare and thinned her blood enough so that it'll flood her brain, and she had swelling on the brain. I think that that's what messed it up. You medicate one thing and then it messes up another thing. That's all I know. Okay, and you even got to be careful with herbs, so you don't want to overdo herbs either. But and I'm not trying to discount the medical community at all. Okay, I've been had to take this down because they've been unflagged me for, and I'm not giving medical misinformation. I'm not, but yeah. I've been kind of the enemy of the state since several years ago. I made a claim about cholesterol medication, but now everybody is talking about cholesterol. Everybody is talking about how cholesterol is necessary for your brain to function. It's necessary. It's just that you can't have too much of it, or if may need to lose a couple of pounds, it's probably a good idea to do that. But you can't lose that weight being negative, because negativity causes weight gain. So that it's going to be all about that this month for the Aquariuses. And there's a lot of doctors that agree with what I'm saying. In fact, I looked at, because I like to look at comments, I was looking at a video where a vlogger was talking about how bad birth control is for your body. And somebody, there was a lot of people in the comment section that was saying that they have a doctor that's a medical doctor that doesn't agree with prescribing things like that. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm not gonna, go there or whatever. I'm not, but it is what it is. Okay. All right, guys. I hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. Make sure that you thumbs this reading up. And hopefully I don't get flagged for any kind of medical misinformation. Typically don't talk about those things publicly. I will see you guys later. Okay. Y'all have a good one. If you need to reach me, the link to my website is below in the video description box. Hail to Hecate, and I will see y'all later. Blessings.